Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Oh, he's going to take a chance. The Blue Devils return man Hartley helped out the offense with that one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse.
He's going to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Hits him with a stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So NC State's offense has the ball for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
He makes the connection. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Finds the tight end. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on every...
Picked off! He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Line gets set, first down. Here's the give off the left side. At the 30, just plowing down the field. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Leaves it with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Blue Devils in the hurry-up. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Blue Devils are flying down the field. The give to the right. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. Using his legs to buy some time. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Duke!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
That makes the score 2-14 NC State 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Line getting set on 2nd down. Trying play action. Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. It's complete. A huge pickup. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The give on the inside. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the left. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The give to the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
To the ground with the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now. And he intercepts it. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They're trying to get to it. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, it's a really nice job by the defense there, anticipating that they might see jet sweep here down close to the goal line. Good play.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces third and goal. Touchdown, Duke! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Duke 28, NC State 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Fires Here's to the big fella. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The inside handoff. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Boone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Ready,
2nd down coming up.
Ringo. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Back to the air one more time. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might... Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Just when you think you have this offense pinned down, they come up with a play like that. And now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 35. Still on his feet at the 45. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Power football with the run. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line. Quarterback checking off. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to...
Oh, look out. There he goes. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place.
He wants to go deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
49, NC State 3.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On second down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground game on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man down the middle. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. On the move at the 30. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the defense, got him at the 27. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets it to the back. Ripping through the defense. He's finally herded out of bounds. Really good pickup on 3rd down, and still not quite enough to move the chains. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail. And he's going to try to return this one.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Duke. And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone.
this every day, all day. Throw it up. I will go get it. I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Now the pitch. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Henderson. Forced out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch.
You cannot make a bigger statement on offense than your head coach deciding to go for it on 4th down, deep in your own end, early in the game, and they get it somehow running the football. Wow.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking deep. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And the pummeling has started. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
On 3rd down, going up top. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the 3rd period, and will carry that one into the 4th. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Coming after it. Touchdown, Duke! And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And they did tack on the extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. They're going to test the right side with this one. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead.
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And the beatdown has ensued. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. He'll start this drive firing, moving away from pressure. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he makes the catch at the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. To the air, it's Henderson. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. And the route is on. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion sets them up on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. At the 40, there he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll throw it on first down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know
he's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Henderson. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking... I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. But unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away.
To the air on first down.
They're up by 6 over Boise State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Running with power. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Dances away from the D. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
The option look. He'll toss it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Dialing up a second down pass play. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining.
Offense facing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.